team comp to do it to. Oh, the Yasuo.
Bring out the Yasuo as well to round out that composition. So a lot of early damage there. And Yasuo, of course, looking for those 2 items, Phantom Dance.
So there's vision advantage into an objective in that bot side in that cloud of dragon.
Schalke ceding any control. We do see Ignite getting in towards this side of the jungle. Memento here as well with a hookshot, doesn't land it, but there is the Hexagon Ultimatum. Ignite coming down as well, and Nuke with the cleanse flash away. Engaged in the bottom lanes, upset, jumped on by Mythy, stunned up, easy enough kill for Patrick, he rends him down.
But it leaves Upset extremely vulnerable by himself in that bot lane, and he's not able to keep himself safe, and Origen punish him for it.
Abadage now on the wrong side of the rift, caught in this blue side jungle. Nuke on his way across as well. The Glacial Path will get Abadage underneath the towers, maybe looking for the execute here. Not sure if he's taken any damage yet. Takes 3 tower shots, but Nuke still on the chase. Does have to be a little bit cautious. Abadage pops the blast cone.
Was that his only way out?
Yeah, that's not how you get out of that. Last bet comes out. Bronobo still just running away, but eventually Nuke gets the kill at Origen. 12 minutes danger pings.
Yeah, he's suspicious.
Oh, Alfari can get this. Yeah, Slicing Maelstrom just comes out. Odomome stunned up for a year. Flashes away. Alfari doesn't have the chase potential because Memento, as you say, was on his way up. Alfari not wanting to chase into that fog of war, but I do actually like bringing the Kalista up here. If you can, alongside the Yasuo, so they move Kalista to mid, because you can secure the Rift out. Mythy jumps in, very brave move from him, but the Alistar does do a lot of damage, and not going down. Mythy secures it.
Support go down as well here for Origen, so at the very least, they will most likely trade towers at this point, and Origen are happy with doing this. You know, they got that kill. The downside to this is that Mythy used both summoners, and it was obviously in the center of the map. Oh, there's a Herald.
Memento's gonna go for it. Oh, he gets it. I believe with the Hexagon Ultimatum, he stops it because it silences you for a second. Memento gets into the realm warp. Are they gonna lock him up in time? They get the stun off. That's 1. Maybe they even go for the dive because Glacial Prison hits. And Odomome not long for the rift. Double kill across towards Nuke.
That is the power. Being 2,000 gold behind. But you can't write them out just because, firstly, the caliber of the team. It's a very good team. And secondly, the test. Obviously, they then have to walk up to Origen.
Catch is cold, but maybe not how we wanted to catch him. Odomome almost killed by Nuke. Nuke flashes forward for it. Ignite now underneath the tower, but Mythy can just tank that one up for days. It's a very dead Pike. Origen 7 kills to 0 up. Absolutely decimating Schalke 05.
Well, we mentioned it. Nuke at this point kill, and it's just like, this is now really hard. If you're Schalke, this is actually really tough because these fights are to beat one of the top 2 teams in the league. You
just beat the teams below you.
Yeah, exactly. Beat the teams below you and the people who might be looking to squeeze into those battle spots. The base of Schalke.
There's a blast cone there. Alfari trying to get away. The flash in Hexagon Ultimatum. Alfari caught out. Doesn't have a stopwatch. Has the Rylai's with the slow, but Alfari is done. Dunked by Igna. Schalke find a pick.
There's a very late. You're really not doing very well right now. Then those are the kind of plays you need to look for.
It's like battlefield medicine. All you want to I was orthopedics and pediatrics, so bones and children.
Alfari chasing down Abadage. The rest of his team is on the way, and we'll see whether or not. There it is.
Turns it straight on towards Ignite with the Glacial Prison. That's a dead Pike. Memento chased away as well, and now Origen probably just going to turn their eyes towards the blue buff.
Is dead. It's very difficult to do so.
2 teleports coming in from Schalke. Memento jumps towards the back of the pit, but the Slicing Maelstrom locks him up. Already down, secured. Memento falls as well. Abadage goes into the Glacial Tomb, and we'll get locked up. Cole just going to chase him across the wall here, looking for that blast cone knock away. Patrick can't quite find the jump, and Abadage will escape. They don't really care about him. They have the Baron. That's all they need. They'll let the 3 items on the Yasuo. You've got a 2-0-2 Sejuani with the Gargoyles. You've got Ginsu's finished on Kalista as well. Origen are putting on a clinic right now.
And in this game, he's on a high agency pick, and he's making it happen.
Definitely is. I think Alfari has to be mentioned as well. We talked about the top lane matchup. It hasn't really played out Alfari into Odo. It's more been Odo into Nuke this game, but still had a much more consistent performance than he had in weeks 1 through 3. Looking much more like the Alfari we know of old. Now, Inhibitor Tower target in the mid lane. Glacial Prison lands once again onto Ignar, just forcing him away. Mythy underneath the tower, but already that's fallen. Puts at the wind wall just to block out any Schalke aggression. Mythy with the engage. Last breath comes out, and Memento is down. Great stuff from Origen once again to find a pick, and now they can just push towards this Inhibitor. Need to be a little bit defensive because you still have the Frozen Tomb. You still have the pick potential of a death from below. Nuke clearing out the wards now, clearing out the minions in this bottom lane. Patrick going in, there's the Fate's Call. Just pushes Schalke back once again, and Origen will open up that second Inhibitor Tower alongside the Inhibitor.
This is extremely smart play by Origen. They're not over-forcing their hand here. They're throwing out ultimate.
What is it with blast cones in the LEC? Like, what is it? We saw it yesterday with Noscare not that much. Realm Warp coming in here. Trying to catch Nuke out. Oh! Momentum with the flash chase, has the Hexagon made him, will put Nuke Duck in the box. Ignore there as well, but Upset has to jump across the wall to follow up. Nuke Duck almost takes down one, but the death from below will secure him. However, what have you lost for it? Inhibitor Tower's going to go down in this top lane as Schalke retreat. Teleport's coming in. Upset trying to join the fight. There is the inhibitor, but they're not going to go for it completely. Glacial Prism lands. Mithy didn't really want to back away. He was running back in, as you said, they wanted to retreat. Ignore misses the hook. Mithy gets a jump onto Odo 1. Make hold there as well. Alpha still has the ultimate if he wants to go in. Looking for it. There's the lightning rush. Hasn't used the ult yet, though. Abadaji pops the Frozen 2. Mithy gets one. That's Odo 1 down. Now Alpha jumps forward with the Proto Belt. And Memento falls as well. And Upset's trying to do what he can on the back line, but he's getting locked up in the slicing mouse jump. Ignore jumps back towards the bounded inhibitor falls. And Origen are knocking on the door of Schalke's base.
This was the best chance for Schalke to turn this game around and win a team fight, and instead they come out losers of the fight and maybe, quite possibly, definitely the game.
What a performance from Origen, puts Schalke right back in their place, and they seem to have found their form. Week 4 of the LEC, Origen pick up their 4th win. Turn for himself.
Yeah, it's going to be locked in as well. So Gragas Nocturne is going to be the jungle matchup. Even though Gragas is not a particularly, you're not going to get a Wit Send or anything like that, but yeah, we don't go for the full crit build on Ashe, at least on this patch, while crit items are a little bit unloved.
Even if you've got Bulwark stacks on it, because you've taken down the plates, the Herald will get it. That's first tower down. All the stacks across as well, and you can see Hiku and we did actually struggling in the bottom lane to take it. Still building up on that tower. Hiku eventually will take the tower, but the Rift Herald is going to keep pushing into the top lane, and SK will try and keep getting as much out of this as possible. Selfmade has the flank. Prophet, of course, still no ultimate on him, and Hiku just about takes the tower. Here we are. Follow the arrow. The one ability that you pick Ashe for. It's going a long range from downtown. Hiku looking for the connection. It lands! And it does nothing. Oh, the hook! The teleport, though, in behind them. That might be dangerous. That is not the best position to teleport into, but Pyrian forces kickers away. Woodid has to flash as well. Pyrian with a knockback. Suppression eaten up. Woodid goes down. 12 minutes in the game, we have first blood, and
If you have that Cloud Dragon, someone like Urgot can just run rings around.
This is interesting, though. Defend this tower down towards the bottom lane. Needs to get rid of some of the minion waves because SK are just focusing it down the turret. They will get it. That's their 3rd of the game. And about 2,000 gold ahead, but Hiku and Woodid doing something well with those turret plates, doing a lot of work. And then 1,000 gold in the mid lane as well. Obviously, partly due to the CS. Good stun lock up onto Woodid. Crownshot gets the kill. I shouldn't have been looking at the bottom of the screen. I should have been looking at the top of the screen there. That was good stuff from SK.
Perhaps Woodid was doing the same thing as you.
Yep. Oh, arrow straight onto Lissandra, though, trying to get away.
She's going to be hard to kill.
Frozen Tomb comes down. Still has the flash. Flashes into the glacial path. Prophet lands the knockup. Senkox jumps across the wall, and now Rogue going in for the fight. World Ender knocked back. Death from below onto Senkox. He uses perfect execution to get away. The Ignite is ticking. It's enough. Crownshot gets it. 2-for-1 trade now for SK as they push down towards this mid lane tower.
They're going to get that mid lane tower. They may even look for a little bit more here as well. Might increase this gold lead substantially with this push.
Great pick onto Woodid to start it all off. SK still pushing in. Got a cannon wave here as well. Hiku looking for the defense. Doesn't have the arrow, but Woodid has the ult. With Selfmade pulled in. The hook lands. Only onto a minion. Woodid got caught up with the Fear Beyond Death, but it's not quite enough damage. Prophet flashing forward, Selfmade down. Whirlib now needs to be careful as well because he's knocked up, and Hiku can chase. Has a lot of damage coming out from that Rangers focus on the Ashe, and that's a second kill, a double one for Prophet. Good reactions from Rogue to stop SK in their tracks.
Well, SK ultimate plus the E is very difficult to do. And in doing so, Rogue kind of just overexerted a good reaction there. Ashe almost catching ground.
Oh, you can't dodge that though. Woodid hits it. The Paranoid comes out as well, and immediately Crownshot is dead. Kickers goes golden to stop Death from below, hitting him. Flashes away. Now Pyrian's on the wrong side of this. Doesn't have the flash, has the claw though. Pulled back with the flame. Prophet pops the World Ender for the movement speed. Senkox here on the flank as well. Pyrian uses the Frozen 2 and Fear for Beyond Death. Hits onto Prophet. That's not the target you want. Selfmade gets one. Prophet has to jump the wall as well. Whirlib still looking for the chase here. He goes up towards that sort of later game Ashe. Another good hook from Woodid into the arrow, takes the lantern. Dreams caught out, goes golden, but isn't long for the world you have to feel. He's taken out. Tower falls as well. Whirlib looking for the chase here with the righteous glory. Pyrian still has a flanking position. Kickers caught out a little bit. Great hook again from Woodid, catching Pyrian as soon as he came out of the glacial path. And now Hiku needs to open up from the side. Woodid chased up by Whirlib, takes the lantern. Prophet in there as well, but he's gone into the world end of Senkox. He needs to do something in this fight. He has to turn it around for his team. Hiku getting damage off where he can, but Senkox
turns around against them, and this time SK is finally going to be able to break that tower. Nothing bad is going to happen to him.
Control ward that they've now replaced, so have to give Woodid just a modicum of credit. He hits another hook into the arrow. Woodid on point. This is the we saw at Worlds last year, landing hook after hook, 2 kills to Senkooks, and Rogue are biting back against SK. They're on the chase, Prophet going in onto World, it brings him back with the Infernal Chains Dragon. On that ward mean that SK will get their second Infernal Dragon of the game, so even though Rogue won the fight, they didn't really get much off it.
Yeah, and that is 2 dragons to 2 dragons. But at this stage of the game,
away from connecting. Prophet's going to go back down towards the bottom lane. Doesn't have the teleport. Whirlib is still in that mid lane. Coming in. Miriam trying to flank the fight here. Kickers pops the paranoia, but he's already done for. Hiku needs to get out of this one. Does he have so close to their first win? They can almost taste it, but they need to do something about this fight. Senkooks has the ultimate, can jump in. Prophet pops the ultimate of his own. Whirlib there with the Gargoyle Stoneplate. Great knockup from Prophet, though. He landed on the back line, and Hiku's still at full HP, so Senkooks, they jump in. Whirlib down to about 3rd HP. Prophet gets out with the lantern. They have stopped the
teleport. You actually have to use your little leggies to get there.
Oh, fight's going to start. Suffering gets in behind and knocks Hiku in. Can't get to the lantern, can't click it in time. Good catch from SK. They'll turn their eyes back towards the Baron. Once again, you have to feel as they are in a 4v5 situation.
At least this time, though, Rogue still has their smite. So if oh goodness.
Oh, Giga's face checks down into the J. The lantern goes down. There's the box as well, but we did caught out. Kick is trying to get away from it, but the fear beyond death and the double kill comes out. SK.
You can't face check that one as the jungler especially. Maybe send someone else to face check first, but if you die, you can't contest this Baron. You are the smite. Also, Nocturne has blue smite, which has just come off cooldown here. If there were maybe blue trinket, sorry. If they were maybe a little bit more patient, they could have actually maybe done something. You know, it just like. Getting the Baron for SK right here as well puts a huge spanner in the works of Rogue, but it's really hard now to utilize his points. And that is a 3rd dragon.
It is.
But it's like, SK are now also going to be gunning for that other dragon too. And it's like, again, what I mentioned before about the pick comp of Rogue, pick comps work by finding people out of position, grabbing them, getting the kill, getting out of there.
Here we go. Arrow lands. Oh, he wants a crouch up, but can they get there? Prophet's going to dive in. Kickers has separated the fight. You can see up towards the top side. Period is there. Prophet's still on that back line. GA comes out onto crouch up. They want to take him out. Explosive guards will knock him back. Don't quite have the damage, but the hook lands now. Onto Selfmade. Crouch shot's down. The shot down. Chroma shot actually taking out Prophet. He's down. Selfmade's still alive, but look at the damage coming out from Pyrion. SK just wipe away Rogue. And although Rogue thought they'd found the fight, the triple kill comes out from Pyrion.
You can't play a pick comp when the enemy team is grouped up because they've got that Baron, and SK were looking to use the Baron buff to siege in onto the Rogue base. What do they find? The base, the team fight, and the W.
Once again, some signs of life for Rogue, but SK quell them around the Baron pit, find the picks they need, find the kills they need, they break open the base, and 33 minutes in, they will take the victory over Rogue.
Syndra Karthus duo, however.
Okay, so Syndra Karthus, how will they combine? And of course, Misfits will round out their draft now with the Zac. Goop or Cobby can find himself some CC. This is where the kills will come from. Tongue Lash comes out, a root onto Gorilla, Wall of Pain comes out. The Pulverize is down. Now there is the Devour, gobbled up, goopied out, underneath the tower. Cobby, Xerxes, nor Scared.
They should make a play on the top side of the map. Because it's an Ocean Dragon, they're totally fine to see bot lane control. Against the...
Let's take a look at this. Very good scan of the week. Interrupts the knockup. Humanoid runs for his life right now. Presses R. Requiem's not going to have enough damage, I don't. So let's take a look at this. Another attempt in the mid lane. Remember, Humanoid, very, very good scan of the week and an even better dive. Punishing the flashless target. This is why we have some positives to look at. Now, Xerxes does have flash available to him. Will get pulled back into the wall and not going to be able to find a target with the ulti. Maxwell now gets knocked up into here by Vizichachi. Vizichachi decides to engage. Remember, Requiem is still available. Xerxes flash re-engages. That's a flash dash! Here comes Hansama. Killer Instinct goes forward. Devour buys some time as Norscaran spits Cobby right back out. One more shot going down. Flash to the top lane. The fight continues in the 3v3. Maxwell is only alone. Not enough damage. Summit finds one in reply. It's a 2-for-1 in the top lane. The Bloblets will get 3. And now the curtain is called and Misfits are running. Devour will need a few more strikes. Requiem simply doesn't have enough damage. Gorilla, that was close! 1-0-1, got the Stormrazers, got the Seal. And now he'll find himself under some pressure as Norscaran is in fact the man that's been jumped on. Remember, there's no flash for Norscaran, so this should be a kill eventually once Maxlaw and Gorilla use everything. But it took wrong. It's Elastic Slingshot that he's been charging up. not his stretching strike. So disappointed in myself, Frost.
Isn't the stretching strike just a Q?
It is indeed.
What I'm trying to do is just open up free farm and start funneling that onto the champions who need it. So swapping lanes, putting Soaz in the mid lane, making sure that and control the vision and have Misfits walk into them, they'll feel a lot more comfortable.
Exactly what Splyce have just done. If you look at the minimap, littered with control wards, with pressure in the bot lane, team that has shown to be, you know, respectful and decent in the late game. Trap.
Versus the wombo combo of Zac and Alistar.
There's a wombo combo potentially on the card. Soaz is teleported in behind Xerxes, and Febby has almost already killed him. That's a flash over the wall. It's the slicing maelstrom. Protobelt forward. First kill onto Humanoid. He didn't even stat check with a press R. That's a double kill for Featherfit. Xerxes running for his life, and the Requiem's available, but nobody's low enough damage. Chachi gets knocked up into the air by the elastic slingshot, pulled backwards by the stretching strike. And with the passive going down, Xerxes will try get some damage with those lay waste. Requiem is channeling cannon pop. Maxwell not enough just yet, but Chachi will at least get the Zac passive, and that is an ace for Misfits.
20 to 25 minutes, and they're still in it.
Wow, very, very nicely done. Misfits pick up a phenomenal fight. The Baron destructive. Those team comps can be Featherfit almost 100-0 Xerxes solo.
Yeah, the long-range engage active League of Legends, and Misfits' composition is very reactive. You have so many tools to play, so many different styles.
Down the bottom, they pick up their first dragon. It is a cloud, this at least just help them move slightly. Lost
it's gonna
Baron.
Melt.
Yeah, lost Baron Empowered Siege. I mean, the tower goes down. I guess mid.
Yeah, we can probably survive this. At least our Nexus won't go down on this initial Baron push, unless they're caught out.
All right, I take that back. Soaz goes for the solo. The curtain is called back, and he instantly gets caught out. Does not use the hourglass you called out, Frostgurren. 1 for 1, mid and top are down, respectively, as Max right now. Chachi's going to start to channel the teleport. He's going to make it into the river. Baron will be dead before the fight begins. Frostgurren goes for the tongue lash, and Soaz has flash available for the slicing maelstrom. If Splyce continue to chase, Misfits could look for the re-engage. They do not want a full frontal fight. Shock Blast chunks down Xerxes, and Misfits, they don't fancy the risk. They play the safe game and get the hell out of Dodge.
They didn't like their positioning. They didn't like their case right there. They probably wanted to get some backs in. Also, anytime that your Jace is doing that much damage, let him whittle down.
Oh, Scout of the Week catches Maxlaw. He doesn't actually get the kidnap. Soaz will not be able to find a great slicing maelstrom. No Splyce are split up. Maxlaw's already dead, but this could turn badly. Featherfit and Hunsummer need to clean the fight up. Requiem gets a full channel. The burst down. That's a GA pop. This was a disconnected team fight from Misfits, and they get punished for it.
Disaster. Soaz didn't land the massive cannon ultimate that we needed. Gorilla, I believe, missed the pulverize, so many cooldowns, not synced up, not working, and even with the Baron, it's Splyce on the aggressive charge.
Oh man, the 2 carries left. Featherfit and Hunsummer need to try and fend all 5 members of Splyce. Death time is 30 seconds for Gorilla and Soaz. And with the help of some Baron Empowered minions, it will be a lot more difficult to push onto the Nexus. Maybe helpful. Blue Trinket goes down just behind the pit. Elder Dragon easily secured, is uncontested. And Misfits in control now. Baron is going to get rushed down, burst down, and blown up. You said 10 seconds, Frost. It took about 6. Baron secured.
Look at Soaz.
Splyce didn't even contest. And there's empowered recalls. Soaz should still be able to get out. He gets the inhibitor, and I think he's going to look for the executor. Is he gonna try? Once the supers are inside, it allows additional time in mid and top.
Now we're just slowly whittling Splyce down, although they have caught them out.
All right, they have indeed. Featherfit is blown up. Stat check success for Humanoid. That is a kill. Now the curtain is called, and Gorilla and Maxlaw are able to escape.
If it packs a significant punch, Splyce should just start forcing fights on that.
Did you see that? Hunsummer walks up, presses WQ, and Copy loses 50% of his HP. Let's Bounce does nothing as members of Splyce are able to escape with their life. Humanoid flashes away. Soaz is just obliterated. So much burst damage, but here comes Chachi. Requiem hasn't even been used yet. Chachi's passive is still available through the World Ender. Now Gorilla's in trouble. Requiem comes down, and this is going to hurt a lot. As Misfits continue to escape, Gorilla did go golden. The curtain is called backwards. No targets available. Featherfit chunked down at 30%. Baron is up in a minute. Elder in 50, but can they win the game?
Yeah, they're using Redemption onto the minion wave, making sure that it's very healthy. They know that it's, what, 35 on Soaz, 46 on Gorilla. They could go for the interior. They hit towers like a truck.
Oh my word, 5 versus 3. Hunsummer's going to GA, so call it 5 versus 3.5. Hunsummer's going to try to wave clear. The towers are starting to fall. The minions need to die. Featherfit's being pushed backwards. happens as the week is being scattered. Febian jumps back in. Here comes Maxwell. They're trying to just buy some time. They need Febi and Splyce to come back in. Devour used to save some time, as well as North Scarin pushing onto the Bloblets. This is another kill for Misfits. They take down Maxwell.
So
is up in a few. Splyce may have done it. They've got home Summer. Killer instincts the back line. GA pops it. Splyce onto the Nexus turret number 2. Here comes Soaz. Slicing Maelstrom's available. Devour buys some time. Soaz gets one. But now the 3 members of Splyce turn back around. Febian is already dead again. He's going to be re-engaged in a second. Soaz get popped down. Splyce have done it. Here comes Gorilla now, but he simply cannot save the Nexus against 3 members. Gets the pulverize down onto the ground. Kobe's pushing him backwards. There will be another kill here for Splyce. As Kobe, Vizichachi, and North Scarin will be waving the Splyce flag high, taking down Misfits. Otherwise, Exile want to run into it. Expect will be taking Sign on the top lane. Exile will take the Syndra into the Rise. And again, I think some options and some tools. The Dark Wind just bounces between Kasing and Jeskla and just chunks them down in combination with the Acathian Rain. Now, Expect's got ultimate available. Unstoppable Onslaught will connect. A little bit of damage. Roar of the Sayer and Decimating Smash comes up. And wouldn't you long enough for the knock-up. Cabo continues to fire with those shotgun knees. And it is just non-stop. This is Vitality. They're going for that tower dive. Here comes the Crowstorm. Jessica's in trouble and already dead. Kasing follows shortly thereafter. The teleport is being channeled.
A lot of this minions to himself, although now ganked because here comes another TP.
All right, Kedril doesn't have
Just
access to his
TPs.
ultimate though. Needs to get a couple more stacks on that passive. Mystic Shot comes out. The stun should land very shortly. Will they dive? Yes, they will. Winter's Bite. Not going to be enough. Woo-hoo! Jeskla cleans it up for the last second. Mystic Shot. A Crowstorm in full vision, right? It is the Vitality Bravado. Now, flash forward from Kasing. Remember, Jizuke stepped under the tower for this. Jizuke sidesteps Essential. Sidesteps a True Shot Barrage. Jizuke and the blue suede shoes. Now that's bought enough time for Cabo to turn it back around. He's going hunting for Bristle and Sejuani. Fear Beyond Death goes out. There's the tag. Follow up from Mowgli and get deleted by Cabo Sharturgot.
I'm looking and trying to, again, find the proper go button here, but there's the go button for Vitality.
All right, Crowstorm comes down. Mowgli jumps in. Insta-stun! Kedril catches him right out of the hook shot. And kill secured by Jeskla. Game started with Mowgli absolutely bullying Kedril out of his own jungle. Challenging for blue, challenging for Kedril on the Ocean Drake. Expect will be taking down the second tower of the game. 2 towers to 0, 2 dragons to 0 thus far. And this mid tower is just right for the taking.
They may be a little bit hesitant to really force this one, although I think with the tower that low, it's pretty much just a free shot.
There you go.
Simply because they don't have ultimate on Kedril. So that's why you can see the Sejuani instead of being behind his plays.
All right, so this will be a tower trade. This is the first of the game for Vitality. There we go. Kedril finds yet another kill. It is just very interesting that Mowgli and Kedril have been involved in so many of these influential moments. And now here comes Expect. Unstoppable Onslaught, sidestepped once again. Jizuke does not get hit by skill shots or anything apparently. And just for no idea, Exile have played flawless early game, flawless laning phase. Kasing will put a ward down, only to watch Baron go down. Vitality get the Baron. That is still not enough to put them ahead in gold, but this could allow them to chase further forward. Now Exile not going to be done. Mowgli is going to go golden, use that stopwatch. Baron empowered Siege. Jack Troll threatening the Crowstorm over the wall. Siege on the bottom lane as well. Jizuke with teleport and Realm Warp. He's ushering the minion wave into that bottom inner turret. And Exile just going to clear out this wave.
It's divide and conquer, but hold on, Jack Troll.
All right, Jack Troll's already dead. He's taken down. Now the turn. Kedril's used his ultimate for this, and Kasing is not yet here. Now Attila, he's going to jump in, dash out, flash is available. Killer Instinct buys some time, but look at Vitality. Remember, when Vitality beat Rogue, it was through a backdoor thwart the Baron.
It is still difficult to execute a 1-3-1. In the past, it was really kind of G2 and Team Vitality, some of the top teams in the LEC, then the EULCS that could do this because of how you have to manage your side waves, Fog of War, the vision line underneath you. So there still is a weird power spike for him to be sitting on.
9.5, yeah,
He's got
exactly.
the Roa.
Cabo is now looking for Exile. Flash forward, not going to find the Dane just yet. Fear Beyond Death won't get the kill as the time being. Attila dives forward. Not quite the defensive play you were hoping for. Ends up being a trade. Mid for AD. Now,
at this point. He needs to be with his team and forcing these engagements.
All right, let's take a look. Vitality,
Mowgli
here comes the
very
Crow
deep.
Storm. Jack Shaw goes in. Mowgli's looking in the back for Jessica. Jessica's locked up, lockdown kill. And so is Exile. The third of the kill for Vitality. They have found and crushed Exile. Mowgli wants some revenge from the couple of kills he had. Flashes over the decimating smash. Gets a bop from Bristle as KazaLoLL's now running away. Tries to find some sort of stun. Unstoppable Onslaught's used for a retreat. But there's enough damage to follow it up, and Vitality just crush Exile.
And Excel just don't have the experience to play this type of League of Legends in the same cohesion and synergy that Vitality have. Their ability to rip them around the map, use the Realm Warp to immediately get on top, have Mowgli positioned to start the fight. You know, you want Excel to be the Wombo combator to start these aggressive engagements, not Vitality to catch you unsuspecting.
And I love this decision making. They've left Jizuke to pick up the mid inhibitor, but it looks like Exile are going to challenge.
It looks like table scraps, frankly. The fact that Expect TPs into the Baron when he did have an available, into the Infernal when he had an available ward onto the Baron, but recognizing
Very
that
aggro, very in-your-face, forward-thinking. It's always the proactive play that Vitality want to make to win, not the reactive one. And Exile, on the other hand, Baron about 5,000 gold lead, pressure in multiple lanes. And now Jizuke being jumped on. He flashes away. Unstoppable Onslaught comes out, and that's Kasing and Expect multiple ultimates as well as a flash traded just for Jizuke's flash. Baron and Powered Siege. Vitality feels like they're going for the win. Scout of the week will find a stun into Cabo, but there's not enough follow-up. Remember, no Glacial Fissure, no Unstoppable Onslaught, no hard engage yet. Golden from Cabo, that's great. Crowstorm comes forward. Hourglass is used. Mowgli goes all the way over the wall, chasing Jeskla, but Attila comes in with a killer instinct. He's going to clean up the fight. He's going to clean up the game, and Vitality are going to take down Exile. Kasing and Expect are running for their lives. It's a triple kill for Jizuke. You know Vitality want to give him the Quadra. They're going to look to chase him under the fountain, as Mowgli is now putting pressure on the Nexus towers. Precision Protocol is going to do the damage, as well as the rest of Vitality. The Nexus is being focused down, and Vitality take down Exile.
Jankos is just going to pop ult, fly in, and delete Jinx if he gets a hold of her.
Okay, there we go. Team compositions are now locked. Oh, but it's both junglers meet head-to-head.
But it does mean that Jankos on a very early springboard and win in this initial.
Oh, take a look at this. Perks and Mickey, they're running down Hilly. 100 HP, flash forward. First blood picked up by Perks and Mickey. They're not done just yet. Reckless is
right now, but this is supposed to be about the Lissandra and the Lee Sin in the early game. You know, locking someone up with Frozen Tomb and then using the burst damage of the jungler. And if they don't get that going, nothing will happen.
While he's being bullied right now, up until that last wave, Nemesis was about 10 CS down. Hilly's going to get stunned up. He's got no flash available. There's an engage in the top lane. It is Broxer. Look at the knockup. Wonders flash doesn't carry far enough. And it is very clear who Berlin is cheering for. Fnatic pick up a first kill of the game. Hilly is going to concede his life. Not going to be able to do more than that. Another kill to G2 as well as a tower. Jankos is Ragnarocking now on top of Reckless's head. Flame Choppers will simply not be enough. And there's no Super Mega Death Rocket. Perks and Mickey have been throwing absolutely everything onto them the entire time. Here comes Broxer. This is the engage from Nemesis. Sonic Wave connects. Dragon Rage for the kick. Listen to that crowd. Fnatic faithful are here in spades, but this will not be a cheer as Whippo will not be able to get the Orn Horn. And Jankos runs him down. The G2 army in reply.
You know, you look at Zoe and Jace and all of the poke potential. I'll hold it though.
All right, Jankos was aware of this. Completely understanding that Brox and Nemesis were going to go for the engage. Nemesis self-cast the ult. Brox has got the ult available with no Sonic Wave connecting. Resonating Strike simply will not be enough. Caps is not done yet. He goes for it. Brox doesn't find the kick on the tower. Body block from Jankos. Here comes Mickey. Another kill to G2. We're both trying to fight something back onto Wonder. Manages to get the knock up in the air. Wonder puts the hammer down onto Whippo. Here's the shot going to hit there. That's what we're going to look at. Acceleration. Get it to G2. Frost, you keep talking about how good they are making plays and getting the advantages. Jankos takes the dragon. That's the second at 12 minutes.
Because here comes Jankos.
All right, here we go. This is why Mickey held on to his ultimate. Tried to set up another play. The Lantern from Hilly was good. Flash forward. Chilling Smite comes down. Reckless is already down. Hilly's able to escape for the time being. Whippo's starting to teleport. Oh, it's Nemesis that TPs. Insta-Claw Doom to safety. Ultimate is not going to be enough just yet. Nemesis goes down. Now Broxer tries to find one. He does get a reply into Perks. That's at least something back for Fnatic. They are still down a gigantic margin. The tower is about to fall, and without the tower for help, can Broxer survive? He's in a 1-on-2. Jankos is the damage dealer. Mickey just needs to get some of that passive down. But look, Caps is coming as well. Oh, straight through the wall. Sleepy Trouble bubble into a paddling. That far was Misfits at 10,100. G2 are just shy of it. Take the second tower down. And
never lose control of a game against a Zoe because of how threatening she can be with her assassination potential. Do anything. You have to give up every objective. That's auspicious.
Is that worth it though? Call of the Forge Guard used just to interrupt the Herald.
Yep.
Bwipo loses his flash. Death Sentence connects from Hylissang onto Jankos. Jankos throws down the Ragnarok. A culling will almost kill Bwipo. And the tower does stand and survive. Jankos is still fishing for more opportunities. Now Brox and Reckless coming to the fight. If anybody goes low, the Super Mega Death Rocket can work. Brox is the target. Death Sentence catches onto Jankos. Remember, he's got no ultimate. Here comes Wonder though, and Hilly's already dead. Brox and Fnatic continue to run away. 10,000 gold lead crested for G2 Esports. Nemesis, now he dashes forward Protobelt, uses the ulti, insta-cleanse from Caps. Paddle Star onto Nemesis. And Caps, ladies and gentlemen, it would come on stream. Thank you for the support, guys, but this is just the #1 team in Europe. Get punished to get close enough for Lee Sin or Lysandra to have any sort of impact. Level advantage to Wonder. You got damage advantage as well. Ghostblade plus Black Cleaver. Bwipo's doing very, very well.
Here comes Broxa.
Landing absolutely everything, as well as Call of the Forge God. And now Broxa, he needs to land the Sonic Wave. Flash kick, Sonic Wave. Manages to get the kill. It is at least one reprieve. It is at least one small step back. And take a look at that. The Sleepy Trouble bubble catches onto Nemesis, forced to use the South cast. Paddlestar comes back out while Dragon is being secured. And Caps is now going 1v2. That this was an emotional game for him. He wants to beat Fnatic and he doesn't know what level they're at. Well, let's talk about that in a moment, as now the initiation comes in from Fnatic. Instant counter from Mickey. Throws down the Fisher over the wall. The Paddle Star blows up Nemesis because Reckless sidesteps the shot. Now Hilly is taking so much damage from the culling. I half expect G2 to flash over the wall. Don't need it. Accelerated Shock Blast gives Wonder a double kill. That's revenge for taking him out in the top lane.
Yeah, and remember what I said about this composition's now terrifying, that they're unlocked and they get to siege? It's that type of damage right there. If Zoe and Chase just tap you, it is half of Fnatic's health bars.
Ladies and gentlemen, if G2 can finish this game in the next 2.5 minutes, they will set the fastest win of the 2019 season in Europe. 22:49 is the record. Fnatic can't even surrender yet. 20 minutes just crests over. Well, they could have made 15 earlier ago. Nexus turret #1 goes down. G2 Esports, they are decimating Fnatic where they stand. Sleepy Trouble bubble connects once more. Nemesis is doing what little he can. Now there's a chance for a turnaround. One Nexus turret remains. 13,000 gold up. The fastest win of spring is still on the cards.
And they are sharks. G2 can smell it. Blood in the water. They are charging and forcing this.
Fnatic are dead in the water as G2 Esports have repeatedly killed them. The fastest win of spring. G2 destroy Fnatic.
Systematic annihilation from G2 right there. Fastest win, didn't break a sweat, every single lane was flexing.
I mean, I don't really like this term personally, but it looked like G2 was smurfing. Every single lane, every single player, every single decision, Jankos was where he needed to be. Lucian Braum, Frost, you talked about the duo, just the champions alone, advantageous into Jinx Thresh. And Perks and Mickey pulled it off.
So many times you'll see teams in drafts say, like, we understand how this early game is going to go. We can give away these power picks because we think that we can staunch the bleeding long enough that we'll be able to make some sort of counterplay, that our time will come when we can execute on our composition. It is such a risky call to attempt that against a team like G2.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And, you know, one of the things that we didn't necessarily
talk about 3 teams, and that is Splyce, Misfits, and Origen. These teams that are all kind of fighting for the 4th to 6th place right now. Did you get a chance to watch the Misfits versus Splyce game today? And 2, how do you think these teams are stacking up?
Well, yeah, I think I watched all the games today, and I think Origen looks the best out of those 3. I think Origen really improved a lot in the past week or 2, and I think they played really well against Schalke today. So I expect them to be number 4, and maybe even like challenging for 3. And then Misfits or Splyce. Well, Splyce won today, so I guess Splyce must be better.
So both these teams, I mean, Misfits had a rough week. Splyce 2-0. 4 weeks. We talked about player of the game leaderboard. Selfmade is currently the leader on the Kia player of the game leaderboard, voted by the LEC fans on Twitter. Selfmade, Caps, Jizuke, Upset, Yankos. I feel like what's holding you guys back. So, although it is important to note, in the event of ties, the player that has received the highest percentage of votes will come out on top. So, that in the event of some ties here. But I think it's important to note that your guys' problem is too many people are playing well. See, because my boy Selfmade here is the consistent standout on SK. Anytime SK are doing anything, it's happening through Selfmade. Your issue is you guys are splitting your votes. You got Yankos over here, you got Caps over here, and I'm saying you should just make one person look really good.
That's what we said as well, but it's like, we all have like a lot of ego as well, so we're like, but if he looks good and I don't look good, so how do we do it, you know, that it's like, we have to, okay, this actually, I have an idea. But if I get all the votes,
okay. And then we basically both have all the votes.
Yeah, then we both have all the votes.
I like that you're still clinging on to this. We're both going to get credit.
No, it's true, it's true. If I get all the votes, then he gets, all the votes as well, because he's sharing my success.
That's like when your little brother wants to play the game and you're like, no, it's cool. We're winning together. I swear. Like you'll get a turn eventually.
No, it's more like he's
player 2.
I don't have anything. Yeah, he's player 2.
But it's interesting because the top 3 there are sorry, the